Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will review their marketing strategy, but of course I'm not alone by myself. I will accompanied by my friends. Konnichiwa minasan. Okay, my friends is already here and let them say hi to. And I will give them some question about Dunkin Donuts. And the first question is, what do you think about Dunkin Donuts? Okay, Randit first.
What I think Dunkin Donut is one of the biggest donut shop in Indonesia and all over the world. I think they have a lot of strength that I can explain. First is strong brand name recognized over the world. Second is brand loyalty among customers. Third is over 1,000 varieties of donut. Fourth, popular for a number of bakery products like pastry, bagels, muffin, biscuits, and also hot beverage like coffee, tea, or anyway. The fifth is ideal place for having breakfast and coffee. Sixth is innovative way to retain customer by issuing the coupons and discount. Seven is worldwide chain of franchises totaling 10,000 locations across 32 countries. 8. One of the most experienced in industry, because Dunkin Donuts was established on 1950, I think. That's a long ago. It is association with major sporting, fan effectiveness, marketing, and advertising strategy. Weakness: competition from other international snacking giants means limited market share growth. Constant rift with the franchise owners and numerous instances of suing them. Third, still has penetrated into emerging economy, which can be a huge segment. Thank you, that's all from me.
Okay, that's all for Randit about the Dunkin Donuts strength and also their weakness. And the next question is how Dunkin Donuts face the new entrants of the franchise and how they compete with the competitors. Okay, Dim?
So there is an issue. What issue? That the new entrants can face is the presence of large companies in the segment, which can discourage them to set up a business in such a competitive industry. Therefore, Dunkin face the moderate level of threat from new entrants.
That's all about Dunkin Donuts, and they have answered my question. And thank you for watching. See you. Yay! Hello guys, annyeonghaseyo. I will review about Chico marketing strategy, and I will explain about Chico. Chico is one of the local franchise in Indonesia that focus in selling donut and coffee. Okay, I'm not alone. I'm here with my friend. Please say hi to my subscriber, guys. First question is, what do you know about Chico?
As I know, in the marketing we know we have 5 terms, and
it's also applied at Jeko. First, the industry competitors. I think they have a pretty high competitors because Jeko must compete with another coffee like Krispy Kreme, Dunkin, like that. So the segmentation of Jeko is for the middle and upper customers that have dynamic, practical, yet so hygienic. And Jeko is focused on selling lifestyle that have like you just come to the cafe, eat donuts or coffee with a luxury and chilling and something like that. So Jeko segmentation is very sweet for family and millennial generations. Okay, as we know, Jeko has a lot of customers, right? Okay, what makes their different between their other competitors?
In this case, Jeko pursuing strategic differentiation like product differentiation and service differentiation. In their product, they make a differentiation like making donuts are very soft and has a distinctive flavor that is not owned by other competitors. And Jeko making their donuts not feeling thinner, texture can be eaten anytime and anywhere. And for differentiation for this service, like Jeko prioritize quality of service to its customers, like that.
Okay guys, thank you for your time and thank you for answering my question and see you guys.
See you.
Okay guys, that's all our comparison of marketing strategy between Dunkin and Jeko, and the conclusion will be here.